Hello everyone, AlphaSoul here, and welcome to another video. So this video is going to be talking about the recent news that was just released from Ashes of Creation just yesterday, or Intrepid Studios, and it was in regards to the Ashes of Creation Apocalypse and the MMORPG. There is going to be a link down below to their press release, so you can go ahead and read it if you want, but I'm going to be talking about not only that, but as well as the implications and just talk around it. Now, what's happening is the Apocalypse servers, specifically the Battle Royale, will be going offline this Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once that happens, and all these questions are actually answered within the post that Intrepid made, once that happens, Apocalypse will no longer be available for the time being. Now, it will return at a later date. The date is not set in stone as when that will be, but it will definitely be after the Alpha 1 testing has begun, at the very least. So, what does this mean if you participated within the Battle Royale or the early access testing? So, couple things. One, you keep all the embers that you have within your account. That's an account-specific thing, not necessarily a Battle Royale or Apocalypse early testing type thing. You keep all those. That's your real money, your real input, if you will. The second thing is you keep all the cosmetics. The cosmetics were always meant to transfer over to the MMO once it was released, so that's no surprise there. But if you're curious, that's what's actually going to happen. Now, the most important thing that was actually in this, and I think it was kind of hidden under the fold, let me just read the question off. The question was, what does this mean for Castle Siege and Horde mode moving forward? And the answer is, testing for Castle Siege and Horde mode are still planned for Apocalypse after Alpha 1 testing for the Ashes of Creation MMORPG. Will provide more details at a later date. This is the news that I was actually hoping to hear. If you had not seen some of my previous videos, what I had mentioned was I genuinely thought that the better move would be to have all of these modes after the MMO is either out or within testing, because it takes on a new meaning. It's part of that particular world, and it's very hard for people to kind of mesh in. Now, I've been obviously following MMOs since I was 13. I'm almost 40 now at this point, and seeing their strategy for how they're making it isn't a strange thing. I actually work within the digital software industry, and I create products of that same thing, so none of what they're doing is strange. However, translating that out to the general public has always been a challenge for them, and at the end of the day, not everyone is genuinely going to get it. And so what you'll continuously hear along their current route that they were going was releasing these modes is that it was either vaporware, it was a scam, something of that matter. And you know, it's not that, but it's very hard to refute that in the evidence of this. The people who don't know any better are generally going to keep saying things like this. So the fact that they're pushing now more towards the MMO and having that be the focus, and if it's out, that will be the focus, and these will still be a part of it, but they'll take place in the background. So I genuinely applaud Intrepid Studios. I think this is the perfect move for them. They should have done this to begin with, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. I genuinely believe they're on the right track, and I find myself getting even more excited for it, as it means, you know, all the teams and everything like that are, you know, continuously working on moving and pushing forward with the MMO. The live stream coming out at the end of March, or this month, will be the first showcase of the Alpha 1 testing that we've seen. You know, it's more put together, if you will. And so I'm really looking forward to that. The community is really looking forward to that. And once we see that, we'll kind of get a better idea of where things stand. If I was to make my honest prediction of when I thought Ashes of Creation would actually come out, at this point, it would probably be in 2021, sometime in 2021, maybe towards the tail end of next year. Now, that is just a gross guess, just a blatant guess. I wouldn't really put any stock into it. It's just my, you know, fun to type guess thing, and I have been wrong in terms of guessing from before. So again, don't put any stock into that. But when we see and get our hands on the Alpha 1, and it will be dissected like crazy when it actually comes out. I know I'll be poring over it and go over it like crazy, and you know, pick every little detail that I can possibly find, and I'll make some videos for you guys. But when that happens, we can get a much better assessment of where along it is. You know, there are things that I would like to see, for example, like polish, you know, how it actually comes about in the world. Polish can't be underestimated, how the world kind of feels. And I genuinely believe there are a lot of things that I kind of want to see from it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, big news. So we will not see Castle Siege or the Horde mode until after Alpha 1 has, you know, been in the works or in process, and we have had our hands on that. So, and we do know that the Alpha 1 will be this year. We just don't know what time this year or when this year specifically. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on this particular news. Always curious. That's it. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves, and guys, have a great day. Alpha Soul out.